Heya! This is Pokeball35, and welcome to my Nintendo Switch 2 and the grand return of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom to the channel. This game is already 2 years old at this point, and my 2-year anniversary of beating the game will be in about another 4.5 months from now. But way back then, I said I was very excited for whatever the next Zelda game was going to be, and then The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom came out, and then I did a whole 100% playthrough of that. The Nintendo Switch 2 is now a thing, and with the Nintendo Switch 2, there was an upgrade to Tears of the Kingdom, mainly making it so that it runs at a full 60 frames per second, and it also adds brand new content as well, in the form of the Zelda Notes application on the Nintendo Switch app, which, you know, it's right there. What we will be doing with this return to Tears of the Kingdom is I'm going to be doing exactly what I said I was going to be doing at the end of the Let's Play originally, which is I said I would eventually come back to this game and I would go for 100%. I already did almost every single thing there is to do in this game, except I have not beaten every single mini-boss, wherever they are around the world, and I have not collected every single Korok seed. So we will be doing that, alongside the brand new content in the Zelda Notes app, which is the brand new Voice Memories, which adds new lore and other types of things. If you missed it, I just did a stream of Breath of the Wild. It's about a 4-ish hour video on my channel of going through Breath of the Wild again and seeing all 125 brand new Zelda voice memories, which adds some new lore for Breath of the Wild and retroactively adds lore for Tears of the Kingdom into Breath of the Wild if you have the Zelda Notes app, because now that Tears of the Kingdom is a thing, they have to have things connect together a little bit more. And there are some things in Breath of the Wild in the Zelda Notes stuff where Zelda refers to events that happen in Tears of the Kingdom, which is very interesting. But we will be now returning to Tears of the Kingdom. This is all being streamed live at twitch.tv/Pokeball35, link in the description down below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer, including this full 100% playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. So, I have not opened this game at all since beating it. I was so incredibly addicted to Tears of the Kingdom, and I was loving everything about this, that when we beat the game, way back when, I put the game down entirely. I recorded a segment that went into the finale, but other than that, I have not opened the game whatsoever since then. So, Zelda Notes settings here. It shows you the QR code to download the app, but now communication with Zelda Notes is enabled. And now what I can do is set this up, because I didn't have it open beforehand. Bada boom! You now have my phone screen, which is exactly what I did for Breath of the Wild. So down here is the Breath of the Wild stuff, and there's the Tears of the Kingdom stuff, and we'll get into that in just a second. Already we can see the title screen is moving very smoothly, but right here, I guess I stopped in Tarrytown to do something. I didn't even remember that we beat this. I guess it was like, I think the final episodes came out in like the beginning of October, but I apparently went to Tarrytown to end in Tarrytown, because why the hell not? But honestly, this is a great place to be, because it's one of my favorite things. We have 515 Korok seeds, so we just have a little bit more to go. And by a little bit, I mean literally the other half of the Korok seeds to find. And here we are. This is apparently where I stopped playing Tears of the Kingdom. And it feels really good to be back. Hello, Lily. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, this is Tears of the Kingdom at 60 FPS. We just saw Breath of the Wild at 60 FPS, so it's not that big of a surprise. And again, if you didn't watch the Breath of the Wild video, I said that I already felt like I already felt like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom ran perfectly fine for the Nintendo Switch, and this is just straight up the best possible upgrade you could be making here. And it just feels good to be here. I don't even remember what I have in the inventory. I get to use Fuse again. I get to use Ascend again. However the hell I do that. I don't remember how to control this game because now I was controlling Breath of the Wild. But I get to use Ascend again. I was missing that. I think we'll just start here in Tarrytown because I'm already here, and then we'll just figure out what we want to do after that. I don't know how many more episodes of Tears of the Kingdom I'm going to be making, but we're going for everything else I missed in this game. So however long that takes is how many episodes there will be. I made a really long 4-hour video for Breath of the Wild because Breath of the Wild was never a Let's Play on my channel, but I put that in the Tears of the Kingdom playlist. Everything that's happening here will still be very long episodes. So let's get into it, shall we? Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda Notes. Zelda Notes is a service for Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. It includes 9 features you can use. And we'll see them as we go to them. So to Zelda Notes. First, let me see my play data. Well, I gotta do this so you can hear it. There we go. I apparently have 34 in-game medals here. I think some of this stuff, it does not track, which I was very upset by, because for my Breath of the Wild stuff, it didn't save some of my Breath of the Wild things. Like, I should have some of these, like, whatever that is. Like, weapons collected. It's not keeping track of my weapons collected now, or from before, it's keeping track of my weapons collected now. So, like, some of these I will just never get, but I'm not counting a lot of this stuff toward my 100% completion, because I'm not gonna be spamming 1,000 Zonai abilities. I'm not gonna be spamming, like, using all my energy cells. I'm not gonna be spamming distance traveled. Or, like, locations I mean, that, I will be doing that. I will be going for, like, all locations, because I did that in Breath of the Wild. But, like, scanning, what is this? Increase your world design scanned by worldwide stat. I think that's for the new build sharing thing. But yeah, it's like some of these Citizen of Hyrule, time spent in Hyrule. So we have, I wasn't exactly at 200 hours. We'll hit 200 hours by the end of the stream. So I'll be getting a platinum on that. But, like, it's keeping track of my monsters defeated in here, which I apparently have not beaten 4,000 monsters yet. Sage's Sword Friend. Like, I don't know why some of these it's keeping track of, and some of these it's not. But, like, I have... It's only keeping track of 375 Koroks found, which I think is the case because of the Korok seed collection where you have to have, where you, like, bring a Korok to another Korok and it gives you 2 seeds. So apparently I've only found 375 Koroks, but I have 515 Korok seeds. Now, we don't need to look at that right now. Global play data. Quickly take a look at. And again, it's not keeping track of some of these other stats, which I wish it was. You can see how many things I've defeated. I've defeated 3,634 Bokoblins. And I've used Tulin 2,179 times. I've also died 77 times in this game. But we'll see a lot of that stuff later. Again, the item sharing feature is pretty neat. If anyone wants to, like, send me items or something, or I can send other people items. This is actually showing the thing I have in Breath of the Wild, so, like, no one has claimed this yet. If you go watch the Breath of the Wild video, you can see the QR code for this, and then get that if you want to get the items I put in there. But auto-build sharing as well allows me to scan QR codes. I'm just curious, auto-build sharing, Tears of the Kingdom. I want to see if anyone's made, like, auto-build sharing builds. I'm trying to see if there's, like, a place to find that. Honestly, I think this game is so old at this point that people just do not care. It's only been 2 years since this game has come out. I'm searching Google, looking for auto build sharing list, Tears of the Kingdom. Like, anybody at all in the world sharing any auto builds at all, and I'm not seeing anything. And this update has been out for like 2 weeks? Like 3 weeks? I'm just seeing strats to, like, make good auto builds, but I'm not seeing, like, a single QR code at all on, like, Google Images. I may have found something here. Hover bike QR codes. I think this will work. Scan QR code. Scan with camera. Alright, so let's see if that did a thing. Let me check Nintendo's post of the hover bike. Oh, well, I saw there was like an official Nintendo one that they put out, but this is like the hover bike that people use. So I'll click add design, but I'll even go to Twitter here. Nintendo put out their own official hover bike, which is actually less efficient than the hover bike that a lot of other people use. I made my own hover bike design when playing this, and I discovered that on my own. But let me do scan again, scan with camera, and scan this one, and then add design, official Nintendo design, auto build. The people in the comments posted their QR codes. Let me see. Seeing a couple. It's mostly people just posting the other hover bike that I just had scanned. But we have that. So I think if I go into the menu here, you can see all the other things I have here, but we can go to, oh, that's the daily bonus. Man, I forgot about some of the stuff in this game. I think maybe if I go to auto build, and then new, these are my favorites, because this is the hover bike that I use. Receive from Zelda Notes. There are no designs to receive. Are you sure about that? Select a design. Oh, I have to click it. Design will be sent to game. Send to game. And send to game. And then receive. There we go. So now we have these. So now I can make these. So if I wanted to make the other hover bike, it's that. And then if I wanted to make the official Nintendo hover bike, I do that. And then I have the official Nintendo hover bike. So that's something that's pretty neat. I like the auto build sharing thing. If I can find some other cool codes, I'll mess around with that later. But the main thing here that we want to be doing is the voice memories. So this will just show if there's a thing nearby. So if we go to navigation here, what we want to do is stop telling me to review the tutorial because I do not care. Stop this. Categories. So you can see I apparently only have 91% cave entrances, even though I have all of the bubble gems, which does not make any sense. But we'll look for that. But 100% Skyview shrines, towers, light routes, wells, chasms, stables, villages, buildings, shops, geoglyphs, tablets, and I am missing 9% cave entrances, 4% device dispensers, and 2% other places. I have 46% hidden Koroks and 70% traveling Koroks. I have defeated all the Moldugas and Gleeoks and Lionels and Gloomspawn, but I'm missing a lot of Taluses. I'm 69% done with the enemies. 58% Taluses, 72% Hinoxes, 88% Constructs, 50% Froxes, and 90% bosses in general. 96% old maps, 91% Schema Stones. But I have all those Yiga schematics and Will Sages of Will, and I have all the quests completed. all bubble frogs and all Addison signs. I love that it tracks that. I was using a an unofficial guide on like a website to see the Tears of the Kingdom map, and that's how I was tracking this, but now we have an official map. So if I go to the settings here, and I display undiscovered categories and display location, names, and terrain, and then close this, and then hide hidden discoveries. I mean, this is the map of Hyrule, and why is it not showing anything? Do I have to click on something? What if I click on cave entrances? Do I click on caves, device dispensers, other places, Koroks, and then everything else, constructs, Hinoxes, Froxes, bosses, old maps, schema stones. And then we have the voice memories for Rauru, Zelda, and Master Kohga. And all of that stuff selected means that we have all this shit to find. I thought I had all the Korok seeds in the Sky Islands, but apparently I do not. So yeah, here's all this shit that we're gonna be doing in the rest of the Let's Play. This might be too much to look at, I think. I think there's too much on the screen, because I already had all the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild. I didn't have any Korok seeds on the map, but now I see that there's this many Korok seeds to still find. We're gonna be here for a while, I think. Let's zoom in on Terrytown. And let's just get what we have here in Terrytown. We'll start right here in Terrytown. So there is a voice memory right here at the Terrytown entrance.
Terrytown, a village that brought all the peoples of Hyrule. Sin is the driving force behind its founding.
It's lagging again. Don't do that. Try that again.
Terrytown, a village that brought all the peoples of Hyrule together. Hudson is the driving force behind its founding, though they say Link played a role as well. This place, where Hylians, Rito, Goron, Zora, and Gerudo all live together in peace, is a model of the world I hope to see in the future.
Originally in Breath of the Wild, she would talk about how this place was just like, because all the voice memories in Breath of the Wild took place before the Shrine of Resurrection. Now all the memories here take place between the events of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which is going to be pretty interesting to see. So we have that taken care of. There's probably one for Hudson's shop here.
Hudson Construction. It seems Hudson is rarely in the shop, as he is busy recruiting workers for the restoration efforts. I hear he is expecting a child soon, and though he is a reserved man, I can see his quiet excitement.
You understand why Pokemon doesn't have voice acting? They save that for the mobile games. All the characters in Pokemon Masters have voice acting, so we have, like, official voices for, like, nearly every single Pokemon character in Pokemon Masters. But no, we're not allowed to have voice acting in Pokemon games. That's not allowed, actually. Just normal-ass Pokemon games. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I love them. Would have been fantastic with voice acting, but too bad. We have anything for Kilton? Probably not. Kilton was for before that. So then we have this. We have a memory for this guy?
They say Hudson Construction adopted the name policy from its predecessor, Bolson Construction. All employees must have a name that ends in son. There is technically one exception, though. A man named Haggy supposedly introduced himself as Haggy-son in his interview, which Hudson mistook for Haggy-son.
You know, I never really paid attention to that. Does everyone else in here have son? I mean, I guess it has to be employees, because you aren't named son. No, stop. I need to go. I need to go. I mean, I didn't even really think about that. And then do we have... It's more over here. Let me see. I mean, is it on the platform? It's on the platform.
This track facilitates transit from the village to the work area. It is not a complex creation, relying on the height difference to send the rope and pulley down the rails. However, it is only one way, so a person would have to walk back along the perimeter to reach the village. I wonder if Sheikah technology could improve this.
Sheikah technology, you say, Zelda? Oh, I'm sorry to say, all Sheikah technology just fucking vanished one day after the calamity was over. I'm very sorry to say, there's no Sheikah technology involved in the creation of the roller coaster. But that's everything in Tarrytown here. But we do have the wetlands down below. There are 2 of them down here. And then we're just gonna have to go all over the damn place in search of everything. Do I not have the guy enabled? Why, I do. Toolin. I guess Toolin's not allowed in here? Oh, there we go. Just wasn't letting me use him before.
Apparently, when the water levels in Torin Wetland receded and solid ground emerged, Hudson Construction decided to build a workspace here. That workspace has come to be the main site for producing the building materials used in our restoration efforts. I'm excited to see how this place flourishes.
She talks about in Breath of the Wild how it would be really hard to build something on this land, originally. And then we gotta go down here. Bip boom. Bip boom. Bip boom. Boom.
Torin Wetland was once littered with the broken remains of countless guardians, though there are no longer any traces of them. I imagine the wetlands reduced the guardians' mobility, making it impossible for them to avoid each other's attacks. No doubt Akala owes thanks to the quick thinking of soldiers from the Citadel for this. If the guardians hadn't been so hindered, the Akala region would have suffered more damage.
Interesting. I'm liking that we're getting like new context for things. Like, here's why the Guardians are no longer located in this area. Like, yeah, there's no Guardian bodies anywhere. Linkle game win. You could go watch my full playthrough of Hyrule Warriors I just did a little while ago. You can go watch me react to Linkle for the first time. Alright, so then that's everything here. However, if I could get back up here, we could collect some Korok seeds and just kind of start moving around the region, I think. I kind of just want to go in a direction and just find stuff, you know? And, like, we're going to have to go back to the Sky Islands and go back to the depths anyway. So, there's plenty of roaming around we're going to do. And, I'm going to enjoy all of it. Also, these load times, though, love to see the load times. So what we can actually do is I could do this.
Guidance activating. Proceed west.
How did I not get the Korok down here?
Proceed a short distance west. Proceed southwest and upward. Proceed upward.
Top of the tree?
In this vicinity.
It is at the top of this tree.
You have reached your destination.
Yahaha!
Deactivating.
Yahaha! I'm surprised I didn't get this one, because right here is, where one of the great fairies used to be in Breath of the Wild. And then we can just, like, activate voice guidance and go this way.
Proceed west.
Also, I don't have, Revali's Gale anymore. So what I should do is I go to the auto build, and I can do this. I can get myself
Proceed
up
a
here.
short distance west.
There.
Proceed a short distance northwest.
We got a thing right here. I'm surprised I never got this one either. Because
In this vicinity,
this is like close by the house.
you have reached your destination. Guidance deactivating.
Got a thing sticking out of you. Pikmin! Really? Is this... Bro, I just got done with you in Breath of the Wild. I'm not interested in the random-ass Giga Clan members, dude. I'm not interested. I want to get a Pikmin photo. Frickin'... How do I do that? Camera. And then self-portrait. Hold on, if I do... From here... Self-portrait. Sure, that'll replace the picture there. Landscape shot, that's that. And then I can take a picture of the Pikmin. There, if I go to the album, can't I, like... And then full screen, and then I have to take a picture of this picture. Which actually makes this really crusty. This picture is crusty as fuck. Then what if I self-portrait again? And then I don't even know. Maybe I just take the picture like this. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Yahaha. So there's that one. And then let's zoom out a bit more. God, there is so much stuff, and I cannot wait to play just so much more of this game. Alright, let's take care of this perimeter of, like, the Akala region, not quite going into Zora's domain. And then I'll choose a different location. So let's go this way. Is it underneath the bridge? I feel like underneath this bridge is a place I would have checked. That's a very obvious Korok. I've definitely been here before, right? I've literally crossed this bridge, like, directly. I just never checked underneath it. Alright, well, you know what to do with these. If I can remember how this game works, is that we take a rocket, drop the rocket, Ultra Hand the rocket to here, and then yoink! Yeah, haha. Yeah, this is still showing that, actually. Stop doing that. There we go. Gets rid of it off the map there. Also, I think I left my hover bike behind. I hope it didn't despawn. I should actually, like, go back for that. There's the Battle Talus here. I'm, like, now used to Breath of the Wild. Hello there. I'm now used to Breath of the Wild. I think my hover bike despawned. Which is not, like, a terrible thing. This thing is very efficient. It's 9 Zonite. Like, it's fine. Actually, I don't even have a lot of Zonite. We need to go into the depths. Alright, so... yeah, now I could just be doing this, and it feels really good to be doing this again. I've seen a lot of criticisms of Tears of the Kingdom over the years. You know, I'm genuinely a big fan of the I Hate Tears of the Kingdom video by Skitty Bitty. I think they have amazing points, and I pretty much agree with almost everything they say in that video on how bad this game is. But that doesn't stop me from loving every moment of playing it. So, thought you'd give me something. I just find this game just so addicting to play, and I just love doing it. I'm now facing the wrong direction. So over here... Oh, there's a Lionel here. I've probably fought this Lionel. It's not showing up on the map as something I haven't beaten. Yeah, that sounds about right, that I fought this Lionel. Alright, well, it's looking at me, so I guess I'm gonna have to fight it now. You stay right there and do not despawn, please. Let's see if I've still got it in me to fight Lionels. I fought them in Breath of the Wild, but I should totally be able to do it here. I'll be totally fine. I'll be totally fine. I'll be totally fine. So hydration check, I'll do that in a moment. Ow. Oh, also, I'm gonna do something after this so I don't forget about it. Goodbye, that. I don't have a thing fused with the Master Sword just yet. White-maned Lionel Pounder. Oh, so did you pick up Violet like you said you were gonna? Got him, GG's. Alright, then let's... I now have the ability to fuse again. Which we would want the horn here. Let me pick Master Sword and fuse that to the Master Sword. There we go. Savage Lionel Bow. I don't need some of these other things. I don't need this bow. And then shield. Forgot I have all these whack-ass shields. Give me the Savage Lionel shield. There we go. In my personal opinion, Sprigatito's the best one. That's my personal opinion, though. Alright, let's figure this out. Where the heck is this Korok? There's the Korok. Oh, this is also pretty convenient. Can I just, like... Alright, fine, fuck you. Oh, it's conveniently not high enough. Which is why they want this. Why did it have to land sideways? Come on. We're not gonna have a repeat of the goddamn thing, okay? I want to get up there. I can just take the hover bike up there. If you watch the Breath of the Wild stream and video, you'd know I have a bad relationship with these goddamn rocks falling from the sky. Please. Latch on. I just wanted to see what was up here. 5 hoverstones? That's actually insanely good. Alright, Korok, where the hell are you headed? You need to reach your friend? Not to worry. I have the perfect way to get you there. I have the perfect way to get you there. Okay. Hitch a ride, my friend. And we're off. This game looks so nice. Yeah, the frickin' sand sealed plush minigame down there. I don't think I ever noticed the Koroks, like, were, like, sweating noises. Alright, there we go. So what does that take off the map? It just takes off that one backpack off the map. Which means there's still all this other stuff on the map. So where is this located? It's like off this cliff here? You're like all the way down there, aren't you? I really should not be abandoning my hover bike like I have been doing, because like that's Korok right there. Stop it. Hello? There we go. It's supposed to come out when I do that. Zora's sword, don't care. Go with whatever feels good in your heart. God, it's all the way up there? Hold on. I said I was going to do something after the Lionel fight, and then I forgot about it, even though I said I wasn't going to forget. Let me get back to, like, solid ground, like, regular solid ground before doing what I said I was going to do. There we go. Craig is a fantastic name, if I do say so myself. And then, from what direction? Wrong direction. Should be, like, right here. Where is... But where... But where is right here?
Guidance activating. Proceed a short distance north.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right there. That's...
In this vicinity.
That's a fucked up one. Okay, get over here. Why is it like that?
You have reached your destination. Guidance deactivated.
Okay, I think I see what it wants me to do. No, Nimona wants someone good to battle with. Nimona wants someone good to battle with. You can't be throwing. We got these planks of wood here. And it wants us to build a bridge to the Korok. Not quite there. Nice. Gaming. Okay, so the thing that I wanted to do, while I'm collecting these Koroks here, is I finished the Tears of the Kingdom Let's Play originally, at the very end of September 2023. And then the last episodes came out in, like, October. The thing is that the Tears of the Kingdom had launched with this Link amiibo, with the Rauru hand. But, like, a month after I beat this game, these came out. I have had these two, the Tears of the Kingdom Zelda and Ganondorf amiibos, sitting here for, like, almost 2 years. I have not opened them. I wanted to open these. They made it so that amiibos can be scanned through the box nowadays, and I could scan these through the box, but I wanted to open these when I would stream Tears of the Kingdom again, and I've just had these sitting here. I talk about in Breath of the Wild, if you watch the Breath of the Wild video, that I got some other things. Mainly, I have, like, the Wolf Link amiibo, and I also have the full-blown Guardian amiibo now. Like, the regular one. Originally, I was scanning them through my amiibo tags, but now I have the actual amiibo. But, like, I want to open them, but, like, I've run out of room to put things. Like, I have these Splatoon amiibo here because I don't have anywhere else to have them. So, like, if I were to open this Guardian, like, I have this entire thing here is all amiibo stuff. And, like, over there I have some other stuff and a couple amiibo. And there's, like, amiibo that you can't even see. Like, I have the Smash Sora amiibo. It's right here, but you can't see it because it's hidden behind stuff. Because I have nowhere else to put the amiibo. But I've had these sitting in the boxes forever. Fuck you, I'm opening it. So, we're gonna do this. And with the release of Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 2, there was brand new amiibo for Tears of the Kingdom that released for the sages of Tulin, Yonobo, Sidon, and Riju. And I was originally going to get them because I wanted them. However, due to stuff in the planet, the amiibo were originally retailing for $20 each, which I would say is not that bad. But then Nintendo had announced that they were increasing the price to $30 each. Can I even get Ganon out of here? He has a special base. Like, Ganon is standing on top of something. So here's... I'm gonna go full cam, actually, so you can see it better. And then I'm gonna actually do configure video and have it focus on this close-up if it could. Kind of like that. You get to see the Ganon in all of its glory and stuff. And then Zelda as well. She's floating and is holding the Master Sword covered in light. And I think that's very, very cool. But I was originally going to get the new Tears of the Kingdom amiibo, and I decided on not, because they retail for $30 a piece. Can my camera come back, please? They retail for $30 a piece. And I do not think that is good. I don't even remember what I paid for these when these came out, but it was probably around like 20 or like 25 each, and there was only 2 amiibo, but there's 5 releasing at the, or 3, can I say the right thing? 4 releasing at the same time, all for $30 a piece. Let me tell you, in my Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition that I keep in the background every time I stream this game, I didn't pay $70 for Tears of the Kingdom. I paid $120 for Tears of the Kingdom because I got the Collector's Edition. So you mean to tell me the 4 new amiibo all together are the same price as the Collector's Edition when that came out? I'm just not interested. So, the only thing that these even do anyway, we're gonna scan Ganon. So here's the new Ganon. It spawns a... Actually, that's really good. Give me that. Perfect. I almost forgot about bomb jumping. It didn't even give it to me first try anyway. I'd like that, though. Drop this for the Royal Broadsword. The only thing that these amiibo even give that's exclusive to them are special paraglider fabrics, but I had specifically wanted the Zelda and Ganon to complete the trio. So let's scan Zelda really quick as well. It didn't even give me that first try here either. Out of any of these, actually, I should just drop the sword for the other sword. Oh, I sorted it, so it's over here. There. Yeah, the only thing these things give are paraglider fabrics, and the paraglider fabrics for... Alright, you're just gonna go in front of Off the Hook and Squid Sisters there. The paraglider fabrics that the other ones give aren't even, like, that crazy special. So we have a rock puzzle here. I don't remember or even know what the ones look like for these two, but I had gotten these just to... Also, is there, like, other rocks around, or is it just these two rocks? I think it's just these two rocks. I have to figure out where these go. Apparently right there. How do I can complete my sentence? I got those two because I wanted to complete the trio of Link, Zelda, and Ganon, but I'm not gonna get the Sage amiibo. Like, we had them in stock at work, because I work at retail, I work Target. Gotta remember you can do that. That's why I wanted the bomb. We had them in stock, and I could have absolutely gotten them. I decided to not get them because I didn't want to spend $120 on paraglider fabrics I'm not even going to use anyway. Are you located in a tree? What is going on here? You're up on this cliff. I missed doing the bomb jumps. This was fun. Stop it. Let me up on the cliff. There's a pinwheel here. There we go. Should not be using my 5-shot Lionel bow for this. Okay, there we go. There's this. And then I'm gonna fight the TLoZ that's up here, and then go back down to Aluria Grotto to get one last Korok Seed down there, and then we'll move to a different location. Yeah. So let's fight this TLoZ. And it's like, have I even been here? This is my first time ever standing on this part of the map. Hello there. Ah! I almost thought it was gonna throw me off the frickin' cliff. Screw you! I send through your body. The other messed up thing when we had these in stock, when we had the new amiibo in stock, we had them just kind of sitting out. I almost forgot we had TLoZ hearts as an item. We had them in stock, right? And typically we have the amiibo like locked up in a little display case in the front of the electronics department. For, like, the Nintendo aisle. We're gonna get this one, too, actually, because it's, like, right over here. Also, I could have sworn I was here. I dropped into this area, and there was a Korok Seed here, but I never got a second one. Because I remember I dropped down here after doing the water temple. Climb up here. I don't think I need Zora Tunic. But the new amiibo we just kind of had out on display, and people could just grab them. So, like, I literally could have brought my Switch 2 to Target and just scanned them through the box. I didn't do that. Yeah, I remember this one. So what's this Korok? Is it inside the waterfall? What is this?
Guidance activating. Proceed downward.
Downward? No, hold on.
Proceed north and downward.
North and downward.
Proceed downward.
Alright, it says it's down.
You have reached your destination. Guidance deactivated.
What do you mean I've reached my destination? Is it behind the waterfall? It's behind the waterfall. There's always secrets behind the waterfall. How did I never suspect there was a secret behind the goddamn waterfall? How did I never suspect it? Yeah. I may still open these other amiibo anyway, and I'll just try and force myself to find a spot for them. Also, this is a nice Korok right here. Really? It started raining. Of course it did. Yahaha. Alright, with that, is there any other ones I wanted to grab in the area? I barely got any voice memories here. Alright, this is some simple stuff as well. You get out here. This is some simple stuff as well. Over here. On the funny Wrist Peninsula. Where the final geoglyph was. We can just go here really quick. Hello, Dinral. So over here... Is it just this rock right here? Sure is. There's one of you funky guys hiding here the whole damn time. Yeah, you go, Tulin. It is straight across here on the mainland. This is how we really get across the water. I even see it. It's right there in the little ruins. Right here. Really? Really? There we go. Yar-her-her. And then... Let's go up toward the stable. There's another TLoZ this way. Yep, I see it right over here. Also, I hope everyone doesn't particularly mind the having my phone screen as the map thing here. Like, I like having it right here on the side. Like, I could make it smaller, but then it's not flush with the whole screen, and then it looks bad. I'd rather just have it be, like, doing that on the side. Get over here. Let me ascend through your body, North Akla Beach, TLoZ. Go. You're a bitch! Get out of here. Thank you, Tulin. Let me up. Alright, whatever. Get down from there. Link, don't turn around like that. No. I have 800 arrows. Where did I get all these arrows from? Probably Amiibo, if I had to guess. There we go. There's another TLoZ crossed off the list. And I really don't have anything to fuse this heart to, so it's just gotta kind of be there, I suppose. Hey. And then let's go back up here. We'll do all this quick stuff in this Akala region, and then I'm gonna jump down into the depths. Because let me check the depths map from here. The depths map from here, there's a TLoZ to my right, there's a construct to my left, and there is one thing from Master Kohga. And we also have the other thing in the spiral as well. We have to go all the way back through that spiral. I don't want to do that. There's also a Korok up there, and a Rauru memory. I feel like I don't know where I should be starting with the Master Kohga memories. I don't know if, like... I think maybe, like, the Yiga clan hideout is probably the best place to start. I don't know.
Apparently, East Akala Stable got its start when the Stable Association used scrap wood left over from other stables to construct a shelter for people whose homes had burned down. The kitchen prepared steamed buns for the people then, and the recipe has since become a signature meal here.
Cute. There is a Korok down this way. It's probably going to want me to, like, go up. You're over here. Oh, don't tell me you're going to want to go into the damn spiral. Where are you going? Okay, just down there. The thing is that I don't have anything else to attach you to, so I think I just have to walk you there. Unless... Ya ha ha. Thank you. I'm gonna move this over here, and then we just need to go back up. Surely this will let me fly all the way up there, right? Come on. Come on. Please. Please go up. Alright, it does not have enough to go up. Alright, literally just teleport back. Are you in this tree? Oh, you're in the pile of leaves next to the tree. See, that's clever. I need things that cut. That's a good Korok placement. I like that one. I specifically wanted to check the Akala Ancient Tech Lab that got taken over by the Yiga, because I was talking about it in the Breath of the Wild stream, because I didn't realize that the Akala Ancient Tech Lab was built on top of, like, a destroyed lighthouse. Zelda talks about in the Breath of the Wild memories that it was a lighthouse. So, like, I didn't even really put that together. I wanted to take a look at it here to see if it looks any different. I was told that it was rebuilt in Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm not seeing too much different about it. Slowly bring my way back up here. Yeah, no, the lighthouse part is still on the outside here. It's still right here.
The Akala Ancient Tech Lab was originally a lighthouse Guardians destroyed. Apparently, Purah and Robbie later converted it into a lab. They claim its proximity to ruins is why they chose this place. But I think the real reason they settled here was to discourage visitors. Their research was dangerous, after all.
I mean, there's a little bit built out on the side of it compared to Breath of the Wild, but it's still like a destroyed lighthouse. Also, is this thing the frogs? I don't know. Apparently I'm standing on top of it, so...
Guidance activating. Proceed upward.
I see, it's on top of the crane. Oh.
In this vicinity.
There we go.
You have reached your destination. Guidance deactivating.
Thank you. And then what about that one?
Guidance activating. Proceed west. Proceed a short distance west.
I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. Why is this something you can do in the game?
Proceed a short distance west.
Shut up. When this is happening, he just looks like a little bit like a little rat peeking out. Like right here, he looks like a little rat peeking out from like behind the couch or something.
Proceed a short distance west.
Like a big old pile of rubble here. I don't know how I never saw this one.
You have reached your destination. Guidance deactivating.
Thank you, Tulin, for murdering that wolf. Okay, and then from here, that's about everything. I'm gonna go fight this Talus, and then we're gonna jump into the depths. It's this Battle Talus? It's like right there next to the chasm. How did I never fight this Battle Talus? Alright, we'll get shot, nerd. Ow! Nerd. You're all nerds. One sapphire. Alright, so let's get down here and take a look at the depths map from here. Yeah, there's places to go, huh? I'm gonna have to comb through this whole place again. This is all stuff that's supposed to, like, coincide with your playthrough of the game, you know? Oh, hello, Frox. Nice of you to be here. Can I, like... I don't remember how to fight you. It's the stuff on your back. We're gonna drop Zonite anyway, and I'd like to have it. And that's what you like. Hold up. Okay. That's not how we do it again. Alright, like... You do a suck move. Okay, let's not do that, you know? There we go. Give me all your deliciousness. You're gonna drop all these Zonite charges and Zonite and things. Yeah, all this stuff is meant to be taken care of alongside your journey through the game, but because they added this stuff 2 years later, I'm just gonna have to comb all the way through all these places again. I really enjoyed the depths. I'm someone who significantly enjoyed exploring this area. However, I don't need to be doing it again. It was kind of a... I wouldn't say barren wasteland, but that's how a lot of people would describe it. It's not as full of stuff compared to all this, compared to the overworld and stuff, the mainland. But, like, still, I don't need to be doing, like, all this again, but that's what we're gonna have to do. Alright, I feel like this is gonna be pretty weird to have this be the first Master Kohga memory that we go for. I just happen to be in the Akala region, so this is the first one that we're getting. I feel like the first one we should be getting is, like, the one over here. Wherever it is. The one, like, there's probably one, like, right there. But, like, too bad, I guess. Alright, so where exactly is it? Slightly to my right.
That is a really big lake. Perfect for the aquatic division of the Yiga clan. We'll have to move quickly to build powerful water vehicles. And obviously we'll need to train Yiga to use them. We must be ready for whatever the Magnificent One needs.
It's so nice that we get to hear Master Kohga again, because he's, like, the best character in the game. We need to head slightly to the left. There's a construct over here that we need to fight. This thing controls is pretty awkward. And here we got this construct arena. Don't know how I missed this one. But yeah, no, I've never been to this part of the map, so that would make sense. Fool! I did it, I won. I'm not gonna do that for all of them, but I think that's funny. Just to do it that one time. Again, I don't have anything to pick up here. Like, I would absolutely love to have the fucking Dick Smasher Deluxe on one of my swords right now, but too bad. That's a construct taken down. And then we have a TLoZ all the way on the opposite side of this place. Let me mark it on the map. Oh, Lily's playing Pokemon Violet right now. Yeah, I see it too. It was right next to the light route. If I remember correctly, this was like the last light route in the game that I got or something, because I like never came to this area. It's been almost 2 years since I last beat the game, but I'm pretty sure that this was like one of the last light routes that I ever got. Ow. Ow. Get me out of here. Yeah, give me one of these spins. That's not what I was talking about. I want... There we go. There we go. Got this TLoZ taken care of. I don't even think I need Zonai charges for, like, anything else. I don't even remember what I can spend them on anymore. Alright, there we go. That's that. Actually, wait, no, I don't have to go through this whole thing. There was a shrine, or there was a light route here. Almost forgot about that. We can just teleport to the light route. So we can get this one. This whole area was weird. It was like a big circular mine structure. I don't know what significance all this is going to have. Because, like, this takes place right underneath the final geoglyph. So, what is this?
All of the monsters down here are so strong. Stronger than 100 men. But none of them listen to me. The moment I find one, I get attacked. I hate getting attacked. And that's why I've launched the Monster Training Program. Just as every child bonds with their parent, every monster I raise will bond with me. And they will serve the Demon King. Hey, I'm not food. No, I'm not. Stop biting me.
This is why Master Kohga is the greatest character. We love Master Kohga in this house. Alright, well that's that. Sure. That's, you know, final geoglyph of the game where you see, spoilers, I guess, freaking Zelda turn into the light dragon and you start crying. What Master Kohga has to say underneath the whole situation is like, I'm gonna train these little monsters. Let me grab these Poes while I'm here, I guess. What I would love to see, I would pay for it. Light Dragon amiibo? Make a Jumbo amiibo. Fun fact for you. You can barely see him because one, my head is in the way, and also V, Kabu, and Leaf are in the way. But the only Jumbo amiibo, aside from like the Mega Yarn Yoshi, is goddamn Detective Pikachu. He is the only Jumbo amiibo that exists. And, like, the only thing that the Detective Pikachu amiibo does is that in the original Detective Pikachu game on 3DS, it gives you a cutscene viewer. So you're able to rewatch all the game's cutscenes. I would love this, but, like, the Light Dragon or something cool, I would love that. I don't know why they decided to make one Jumbo amiibo and make it Detective Pikachu of all characters. But sure. Then I think we're done down here. There's nothing else. Oh, actually, I should have got this while I was here. There's, one area I've never been to over here. We can get there from the light route, which is, I'll just mark it on the map and we'll just quickly explore that area, and then we'll get out of the depths. Alright, right down here. Area of the game I've never been to before. Rock Grove. Deep Akala Depths. I almost forgot about the Mimic Trees. Where is this in relation to the rest? Oh, there's Rock Woods up here. So, Rock Grove. That makes sense. We have one of these trees. Isn't there, like, something in here? Yes. What is in here? Large crystallized charge. Sure. But now I've explored this area, so that's another thing on the map. My map completion, you can't see it because this is in the way, but my map completion is 81.13%. So there's a lot of areas in this game we're gonna have to go find. Let me grab these Poes. And let's get out of here. Where do I want to go next? The Sky Islands? Is there anything in the sky I need to be seeing? I feel like if we're gonna go to the Sky Islands, like, most of these things are on the Great Sky Island, and there's even a couple Koroks I missed here, too, which I thought I got all of them. I think now that it's such an awkward thing to be starting in the Akala region, of all things, but I wanted to start here because I was already at Terrytown. Let's go to the Great Sky Island now. And, we're gonna go... I don't know exactly where, but, like, because here's Temple of Time. I guess we'll go to the Room of Awakening. and just, like, go from there, and we'll see what we can find here.